of living crisis in the UK is now hitting university students. Well, research says many are now working extended hours in part-time jobs to fund their studies. According to a new study by Higher Education Policy Institute, 55% of students surveyed have jobs while studying. Most of them say supporting themselves is affecting their studies, though. The survey found that 28% of students are doing 10 or more hours of paid work a week. Some older students who have family responsibilities find themselves working for more than 13.5 hours a week so that they can meet the challenges of the cost of living crisis. Well, according to the director of the institute, students who did long hours of paid work along with their studies are in a danger zone of academic underachievement. Some experts also claim that the new batch of students in England face more challenging prospects after graduation. Well, for more details on this report, we're joined by Alex Isaac live from London. Alex, I don't feel this is anything particularly new. I don't know about you, but when I was at university, I had a part-time job. I had to work because I needed to pay my rent. Is this such a big story? What do you think?
I think you're right there. I think a lot of people do have to. I mean, I agree. I also had to have a job while also taking my studies. It does feel, though, that the costs of universities are going up. And at the moment as well, it isn't just the price of how much it does cost to go to universities, but it's also generally the cost of living surrounding it as well. And I'm sure you'll remember back in your days that it wasn't just going to university or college and then coming home again. There's also the activities that also surround those courses as well. So there is a lot of money that needs to be put to one side with regards to actually getting that education. But on those that couldn't go to university or those that are also getting help from the government, it isn't such a huge stretch. So it does feel at the moment there is this kind of lax between those who are attending and those who have chosen a different path. And the government has for the last couple of years also trying to be pushing apprenticeships forward to make that more of a permanent role into the job market rather than universities, which some have said that they are struggling and are having to take on more foreign international students to help get that costs up. They're saying that their budgets are being affected by UK nationals not going to university, so they are taking on more. And of course then the government is trying to stop the amount of immigration with regards to education as well. So at the moment it's a bit of a rock and a hard place for universities, and of course we've had the strikes over the summer and more coming as well. So many are questioning whether university is the natural option, which it did seem to be pushed not that long ago for people like us. I would say that it was just natural that we would go from education to education. There are so many routes now, and if the cost of going to a university really isn't likely to happen, there are many routes, thankfully, that are in the job market at the moment.
Yeah, you're so right. So many options now, thankfully, and I certainly don't envy students now. It must be incredibly stressful, especially with rents going up so very much. Alex Isaac, thank you so much for that report. We appreciate that. You'll be back later on this channel.